Sam and Max Save the World. This is a game that I started playing recently, and honestly, it has to be one of the best point-and-click games ever made, which is quite sad since a lot of people don't seem to know about this game. Some people might recognize these characters from the PokerKnight games, where both Sam and Max make an appearance, but that's because a lot of beloved characters are also in that game, like Heavy from TF2 and Ash Williams from the Evil Dead films. But Sam and Max are also amazing characters, so that's why I wanted to make a review about one of their games. But before I get into it, I wanted to briefly talk about these characters' actual origins, since I think it's better to understand how Sam and Max came to be. Sam and Max were originally created by Dave Purcell when he was a kid. He used to make little scribbles of these two characters, which eventually caught the attention of his brother, Steve Purcell. And so Steve started taking the scribbles and making parodies of the characters that Dave drew, which would usually involve the characters making jokes and also complaining about how they are drawn. Time would pass and Dave would give Sam and Max to Steve so he could continue giving life to these characters in comics. Steve would also join LucasArts, a point-and-click game developer, where he would get the opportunity of making the first Sam and Max game, which was called Sam and Max Hit the World, and it did pretty well. Afterwards, an animated series of Sam and Max was produced, but it wasn't able to go as far as the first season, even though it was a really good animation. After this, there were two unfortunately cancelled games of the pair. The only time we would properly see Sam and Max again is when Telltale, with the help of Steve Purcell, created a series of games separated in a season format, each one with their own episodes. In fact, this was one of the first games to use this kind of format, and Telltale and other developers would continue using it. Sam and Max Save the World was released in 2007, and it was the first out of the two seasons that came afterwards. Initially, it was simply called Sam and Max Season 1, but then it was renamed in 2009. Now, the version that I played was the remastered version made by Skunk Ape Games, and it's really good. Honestly, a straight update from the original version, with better lighting, shading, textures, everything that you would expect from a remaster. The premise of this game and most other Sam and Max titles is that each episode you have to solve different cases that are also connected to each other in some way. Like, for example, every episode of this first season has a connection with hypnosis. Like the first episode that is about some weird video made by a crazy guy that is hypnotizing people to do what he wants. The second episode being about a talk show host being hypnotized by a literal teddy bear. The third episode has a toy mafia boss that is making teddy bears that can hypnotize people. You get the point. What I like the most about every episode is how different they are. You get to explore various and unique places with their own wacky characters and scenarios. Like in episode 2, when you go to a movie set that has this crazy moody director.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Or in episode 3 with the toy mafia casino and mobsters that are wearing teddy bear masks.
Welcome to Teddy Bears Mafia Free Playland and Casino.
There's also a hub area which consists of Sam and Max's office, a small portion of the street outside, and two establishments, Bosco's grocery store and Sybil's place. Yeah, Sybil has this weird addiction of always changing businesses.
Hello, Sam. Hello, Max.
Hey, it's our favorite short attention span careerist.
This time, I've found the job for me. I've become a professional trial witness.
Oh, and you also get to go to the White House and the moon, but those are nothing really.
Oh, feels good to be back on the moon, doesn't it?
We made good time, too. We've still got plenty of generic brand powdered orange flavored drink mix left.
The main characters, Sam and Max, are an amazing duo, with Sam being this goofy but still focused noir cop, and Max, well...
No.
Let's abuse my powers as leader of the free world to squeeze the middle class until they're burning their own shoes for heat.
Sounds fun.
The interaction between these two is just amazing, with a lot of funny and cute moments between them.
Hiya, Sam.
Good news, Max. I think I just gave birth to a bouncing baby hernia.
Hiya.
There's also other prominent characters like Bosco, who is just a bit paranoid,
Unwanted video cassettes.
Oh, they've all got it in for me. The government, the media, the mafia, aliens, sentient computers, my mother, Niels Bohr, Switzerland, headlights, lint, pastrami, hairspray,
Stop right there. Hairspray had no part in this.
Sybil that I mentioned before, and other characters that only appear in certain episodes. And I'm not going to talk about them here because I don't want to spoil the experience for you.
Hey!
I forgot to mention that this game is meant for a more mature audience, since quite a lot of the jokes here are a little bit too smart for kids to understand. So you can expect a lot of actually good jokes.
How can you expect to have a complete relationship with someone when you're, well, missing some key subneck accoutrements?
What?
How you gonna make time with the ladies, AL? You're just ahead.
Obviously, you two never read Cosmo.
But there were some that was quite hard for me to get a grip on. I guess it's because some of them are focused on jokes around the United States and its politics, or celebrities that I just don't know about.
This is quite realistic.
Like that animatronic kid on The Cosby Show.
The gameplay is exactly what you would expect from a point-and-click game. It's really good, with every area of the game having a considerable amount of things you can interact with. But I'm not gonna lie, I had a bit of a rough time in some parts, like this part with the ink blots in episode 2. You're supposed to respond as if you're a person obsessed with fame, but some of the answers you have to give to solve this part were a bit confusing to me.
Pigeons on the marquee at Mann's Chinese Theater.
Also in episode 4, when you are supposed to use a missile to destroy the revived statue of Abraham Lincoln, not joking, you need to find a way to track the missile towards the statue. But what you have to do to accomplish that is not even a little bit clear. You're supposed to go to Bosco's store and grab this point tracker thing, then put it on a statue. Now I know you can see Bosco's store on a camera that appears in the monitor at the White House, but nothing hinted to me that this camera was the tracker itself. Anyway, maybe I'm just dumb, which is probably the case.
You crack me up, little buddy.
The music in this game is a big highlight, using a lot of jazz instruments to make an amazing soundtrack, like the one in Sam and Max's office,
Hello. Yes? Yes? Holy mace-wielding Minotaur Kings!
Who are you talking to?
or in the main menu. I just love the jazz and the noir vibes here. And talking about music, in episode 5, which takes place mostly inside a VR game, and it's easily one of the best episodes, the music that plays is in an 8-bit format. I mean, come on, this is freaking amazing. In general, I had an amazing experience with Sam & Max Save the World. Now, this remaster does have a couple of things that were changed from the original, like some of the jokes were censored and all of that, but it's really small stuff that doesn't really change the overall experience. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's like very small. Thankfully, apparently the second season and the third season doesn't have this issue. And talking about the second season and the third season, I haven't played them and I'm definitely gonna be doing that and maybe also reviewing them. I will see if this video does somewhat well, I'll probably do that. If it doesn't, maybe I'll leave it for the future or I don't know, some other moment, but I'm definitely going to be playing those games as soon as I can. Anyway, this is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.